People from all over the world are talking. Now, it's for those power blocks. Now I'm talking about power blocks. We are talking of economic power block, religious power block, to talk to all parties involved in all of this so that we douse the tension and have peace in respect of this. It's based on this that I have the program set up today. Like I also said earlier, my guest on the program today, I have Musa Bala. He's a farmer and a political scientist. Musa Bala, you are welcome to Ground Zero.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ehis, and good evening to all listeners all over the world.
I also have with me in the studio this evening Mike Odeh Akatu. He is a journalist and a media analyst. Mike, you are welcome to Ground Zero.
Thank you, Mr. Ehis.
Mike, you need to speak
listeners, you're welcome. Thank you again, Mas.
And last but not the least, I have Femi Oyelola, always smiling. Femi is a journalist too, and of course, a media analyst. Femi, you are welcome.
Thank you, and good to be here.
The microphone is actually not picking your voice.
Thank you, and nice to be here, everybody.
All right. Now we have all of the guests seated. The tone is set and ready. So let's get talking. But meanwhile, for those that want to comment on this, you can go to our YouTube page, subscribe to the channel, drop your comments, and we'll read it out on the program. And for those that want to drop their text messages, of course, they can also do that. And soon we'll open up the phone lines. All right. We'll start from Femi Oyelola. Now, we know where we are now. What is, how does it vibe with you, and what do you think is the way forward?
Well, the way forward, like any other person has been saying, is peace. Peace, peace, and how to bring an end to the manslaughter in the Middle East, that is in Israel. Yes, the HAMAS started this thing by launching it. And don't forget, when I said manslaughter, 240 Israelis are still in the captive of the HAMAS. Who knows what is happening to them? So they are still part of the manslaughter. So the two sides have to come back. This is not the first time. If you go down the history lane, they haven't there, like one of my colleagues said, it is, I even remember, if you go down the scriptures, it is even written that they walk on to Gaza because he has committed a great sin or something like that. So there is all this, but we are in a generation that we need to look at the humanity on us. Like some group did 2 days ago at the Liberty Status in New York, coming out, they are Jews, but they say, no, enough is enough. You have taken a revenge. Dropping 6,000 tons of a bomb on Gaza is enough. We know the repercussion of that. We know how many states have done. So we need the two sides have to come down to the dialogue table. Let me tell you, Mr. Ehis and my fellow listener, no war is being fought on the battlefield. No matter how superior your mechanization or militarization is, you still have to come back to the dialogue table where you present your case and each party will take up. One will take, running out to back down. HAMAS, we know HAMAS is not representing the Palestinian people.
Yeah.
HAMAS is a terrorist organization as proclaimed by United Nations Convention of 2007. Since 2007, has been proclaimed a terrorist organization. And then the fight in that area is not between any religious groups. It's just land problem and something.
Yeah.
You know, so then we need to note, and people need to cry out and say, okay, especially those of us, because the topic is how the position of Nigeria.
Yes.
We as Nigeria need to come out and say, no, enough is enough to the onslaught of humanity. We are all human beings. We all, and don't forget that no matter what they say, the two major religions are Abrahamic faiths.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, the Christians, the Muslims, and the Jews, they are all Abrahamic, and they still have their faith into Abraham. So we need to come out and condemn this killing. Enough is enough. You find out that today, as I'm talking to you, it just been reported that there is no live well in Gaza again. And people are dying, not even from the bomb, but from this thing. Let there be aid. Let the Israeli government, let the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, open the way. Because what I'm telling you, what I'm seeing from, this is a long war. If you don't stop it now, It's a long war.
Yes.
It's not going to be the 7-day-old war. It's a long war because the ground slot the Israel is about to embark on is going to be determine how long the war is. Because Hamas, by their way, by their law, they are used to that. They want this kind of Iranian bombardment. The Israel has a superior power,
Yeah.
and which it has happened. And people think, okay, you have a superior power, but the inclusion on the ground battle now is what is going to determine. So let the world powers, the United States, the Russians, and the so-called come down and talk to the two parties and try to find a way. And like the Palestinian people also come out and say no and dissociate themselves from Hamas. Let the world know that it is not a Palestinian affair, but they are suffering this thing because Israel don't want to know either you are Hamas, you are not. Once they know that Hamas leader lives within this community,
They
that
bomb
is a part of the community. And toddlers, pregnant women, others have been done. Just like Hamas too. When they launch the rocket into Israel, they don't want to care who is going to be hit. The rocket was just fire into different places. So it is a time we have to come back into our thinking self and look at humanity and save humanity from this disaster.
Thank you so very much, Femi. I'll come to Michael the Akatu.
You see, the way forward is peace, but you cannot have peace without an external, without this very force. You need Iran to weigh in both Hamas and Hezbollah.
Yeah.
Are you getting it? This war is a replay of the 2005 or so war. Hezbollah and Israel. When Hezbollah went into Israel, captured about 4 soldiers, and then Israel started bombarding for almost 30 days. And you see, Hezbollah, like Hamas, is also termed as a terrorist organization. Now, when Israel went into Lebanon, Israel said they are going to reduce Lebanon to rubble, which they did. And when they went into Lebanon, they actually had clashes with Hezbollah. Now, for an organization that can withstand one of the strongest army, any slight stalemate is deemed as victory. Now, that was the playbook. Now, as we're talking, Israel is being surrounded from the northern side by Hezbollah.
Yes, sir.
Hezbollah has almost about 200,000 long-range missiles designed, aimed at Israel. Iran also armed some other groups in Syria, very close to the Golan Heights, with another long-range and short-range missiles aimed at Israel.